Woohoo!
Oh.
And we are live. Yes. How cool is that? We're live on the Key West Finest web page, Key West Finest Facebook page, with all of our finest fans watching tonight. This is Amber. I'm Amber. Amber Debevic from Key West Finest. You can call me Amber Key West. And yes, I am your friend in paradise. And I am so blessed and like super, I guess, I don't know if you would call it luck, but to be able to be interviewing, well, and I get confused with your name. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. I'll explain it all.
Yeah. But we'll call her Lucy for the moment. And Lucy Burdette, who has written a fabulous series of murder mysteries set in Key West. And I think I butchered the name because I call them the Key West Food Critic Mysteries. And I know that's not what it is.
That's right.
Is it really? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Oh, wow. I did get it right. That's cool. That's cool. So, yeah, so Lucy reached out to me. She saw us, you know, Finest fans and me on our Key West Finest Facebook page. I think you saw us on there, right? What's the story?
I did. I said, I need to get to know this lady. Yes.
Right? You sent me a message. Oh, I know what it was. Tell me, do you remember? First introduce yourself to everybody. Tell us a little bit.
I'm Lucy Burdette. My other name is Roberta Isleib, and I write murder mysteries set in Key West. So I am on the 5th one coming out December 2nd.
Okay. Very cool, very cool. Now, so Lucy, let's get to the name. So Lucy Burdette is your pen name, right?
That's my pen name, right. So the book, can I hold up the book and show them?
Of course, I have my copy.
This is the one that I'm going to send to you tomorrow, Amber. You haven't seen this one. This is the 5th one that's not even out yet. So, yeah, so that's very exciting. So I have written, that will be the 5th one in the Key West series, but before that I wrote 8 other mysteries using my actual name, which was Roberta Isleib. When I changed to this new publisher, they asked if I would change my name. So Lucy Burdette is my grandmother's name, and I borrowed it from her.
Oh, that's cool.
Keeping it in the family.
Yeah. Now, I wonder why they wanted you to change your name. Is it because it was such a totally different genre of books?
It is. It's a different genre. It's a little lighter. These are called cozy mysteries. So even though they're murders, you don't see a lot of violence on the page. And also, if there's any sex, which there's hardly any, people close the door too. So the other ones were a little darker, and it also is a different publisher, and they just wanted to make a distinction. So it was fine with me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you know what? That's one thing I really love because I've been reading. So Appetite for Murder. That's the first one.
That's the first one. Yeah.
Okay. I started reading it, and I loved it so much that I made myself stop reading it. Because all I could think of while I was reading it was, oh my God, my finest fans would love this book, and I felt guilty reading it because I thought, I know I could do a conference call and have my finest fans call in, and I could read to them like story time. So, because I'm crazy like that.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
I'm a little outside the box, and sometimes people don't quite get what I'm doing. So. I was second guessing myself. So if finest fans want me to read to them, if you guys want to continue our Tuesday night, or we could do Monday night book club where I read you excerpts. We read the book like Oprah. I'll be Oprah.
You have to give everybody a car.
Yeah, exactly. Give everybody a car. I give everybody a lot of stuff. Let me tell you. But so finest fans, if you want to continue our book club, comment below or on the page and let me know, or message me if you're interested, because I'm only going to do it if I have at least 10 people. Okay?
There you go.
There we go. So, okay. Can I call you Roberta?
You could call me whatever you want.
I know. I have friends that have different names, and then they change their name back, and you don't know what to call them. It's so funny.
Yeah.
So I just say, hey. I know, right? Okay, so this was a new genre for you, but although you probably started writing this series a few years ago, right? How long ago?
Right. So the Appetite for Murder, which you just showed, came out in January 2012.
Oh,
So I probably sold it a year and a half before that. So it's still pretty new.
yeah, that is new. And you've written five in that short amount of time?
Yes. Every 9 months they come, pushing them out like my book babies.
Right. That's exact from Loom to Amazon. So, okay, so tell me the story how you decided to write murder mysteries set in Key West, and how long were you here living before, because you have, I mean, there's such descriptive, um, things in here. So obviously you're from Key West because most people would never be able to write all that, those details.
Right. So my husband and I started coming down. I had been here years and years ago, but I wanted him to see it. We came down, I think it was 2008, and we stayed for a week. And don't you find either people love it or they don't get it? So we loved it. And so the next year we came back for a month, and by the end of that month we bought a condo. So, and each year we stay a little longer. And this last year we became citizens of Key West. So, yeah, we love it. There's so many neat things about it. Besides just the weather and how pretty it is, all the different kinds of people and the art and the food, and you just don't get tired of it.
And it becomes kind of an obsession. My finest fans who are watching right now, hi guys, thanks for watching us.
Hi, everyone.
Your dedication, their devotion, they're the best fans ever, Roberta. I couldn't ask for better fans on my Facebook page. And they are all completely and utterly obsessed with Key West.
And now, does everyone live in Key West?
No, most of them don't live here. In fact, we did a post the other night where I had them put how many miles away from Key West they are. There was a handful that were here or in Big Pine, but most everybody else was from, I mean, way up north. A lot of Pennsylvania, Michigan, Chicago, a lot of Florida too, though. A lot of like Naples and Fort Myers area. So they're all over the place, but they love it here. Some of them, one of my fans, April, just sold her house, her and her husband, and they're going to be moving down here really soon.
Oh, great.
That's cool. Yeah. So, okay, so you were here in Key West. Let's get. I know. I have a. So,
right. So we were here in Key West, and I had heard that this publisher, which is NAL, it's a division of Penguin Random House now, they were looking for somebody to write a series that had food in it. So I said, I could do food. I love food. My husband teases me that my maiden name means is stomach. So, and we had been visiting Key West, staying here, and I knew it would make a great series because you walk out the door and there are just characters everywhere. You pick up the Key West Citizen and the stories are there. It's full of interesting people, and So I pitched that idea and they bought it. So originally there were going to be three of them, and then they did well enough that they added on two, and now there are going to be 7.
Wow.
So I'm really excited about it. Yeah.
Is it the same characters or different characters in all the books?
It's the same character. The main character is Haley Snow, and she is the food critic. She lives on a houseboat down at Houseboat Row. And and then the other characters kind of move in and out. So if you haven't gotten to the end of the first book, you'll find that she has a new roommate by the end of that book, and she has that same person all the way through. She's having trouble with her love life, so those guys are moving in and out.
Right. Now, is she based on anybody you know? Haley.
Well, I can't say in case my husband's watching.
All right. Now tell me how, I love it because your references, you use the real names of everything except for maybe some of the people, but the restaurants I noticed were the real names and you
Right.
know, streets and everything like that. How do you decide which restaurants you're going to use? Because, I mean, that's really doing them a pretty good service, I think. And did they have to sign anything or how does that work?
No, if I'm going to poison someone in a restaurant, I make it up. That's my only rule. Then I would be in
All right, if
trouble.
I poison anyone in a restaurant, I'm not going to tell anybody the real name either.
Well, but other than that, I just pick the places that I really love. So obviously, one of my favorites is Seven Fish, and then Bad Boy Burrito. But by the time I get to I'm writing the sixth book now. That's a lot of restaurants, so I'm having to go a little further afield, but it's fun.
You'll have to go to some of the restaurants at some of the hotels. You know, like the Pier House just opened One Duval with real fancy 5-course meal. You could have them. I don't know what. Die. We don't want them to die in the restaurant.
No dying in the restaurant. That's bad for everybody's business.
Yeah, yeah. A lot of the hotels have good restaurants, though. You know, the Reach has
Yeah,
that strip house, and you could, and then
yeah.
they could go up
I
into
love.
a room. They could be kidnapped and dragged into a room.
I will take any suggestions.
That's so funny. And now, do you actually go in and order the dishes? Because you're pretty descriptive about the dishes.
Oh yeah, yeah. Because we love to eat, so so
I
we
know,
eat
right?
out.
Yeah, I love to.
Take notes. Yeah,
If you ever need someone to go with you,
you're
I volunteer.
okay. You're on.
Okay. Now, let me ask you though, were you ever actually a real food critic? Because I've dabbled in being a food. Well, I'm a good food critic. I've just never put it out there for the.
No, no. Before I wrote, I was a psychologist in private practice. So I've always been a good eater, but never wrote about food.
Oh, you know, you could write a lot of good psychotherapy books in Key West too. I've got some friends that work in the mental health field here in the two like really big places. They're quite busy with lots of stories, so you could incorporate the mental health of Key West into I don't know, a series of about 85 books.
Okay, that's good.
Right? Oh my God, that's so funny. Now, okay, so we just came out of Fantasy Fest. Would you ever consider writing a book around, involving
The,
Fantasy Fest?
the seventh book, which I'll write next year, is taking place at Fantasy Fest. But this was the first year that I had been. Well, because you and I almost crossed paths at the zombie makeup lady.
Right. Okay, that's so funny. So I'll tell everybody this story just real
Yeah.
quick. So you, finest fans that are watching, I can see you guys watching. Thank you. So you remember seeing my zombie face? I even put it as my profile picture with my zombie makeup, my pretty happy zombie makeup. And so Roberta and I both went to the same gal to get our faces painted, and she was before me. Her appointment was before mine, so I must have come in like 5 minutes after you. Like I was the next face to get painted after you. That's so funny. And I hadn't met you yet. And somehow I brought up your name. I asked her who her last client was, is what I did. And she said, oh, Roberta. Oh my God.
Yeah, but she asked me, do you want a pretty zombie face or scary? And I said scary, and she made me scary.
Really?
Maybe here I'll be pretty, yeah.
And I'm surprised I didn't see you at like the zombie out, at the festival or we
8,000 of us zombies there, so it would be easy to miss somebody.
I know that was my favorite part of Fantasy Fest. How about
I loved it. We loved it. And so that'll definitely, I was thinking, well, it would be a great story if somebody was the murderer, but they were in zombie makeup. How would you ever find them? Well, you could find them by going to the girl who paints the faces and ask her. I mean, there's so many neat things you could do with that. It would be really fun.
Oh,
But
wow.
then we went to the rest of Fantasy Fest, and I don't know how I'm going to work all those naked people into a cozy mystery. I don't know. Got to think about that one.
Oh my God. Yeah, it'll have something to do with body paint and maybe gosh, I don't know. It's
Yeah.
painting body makeup at the top of the Bull and Whistle up there in the Garden of Eden.
There you go. I've never had the nerve to go up there.
Oh, it's really fun. I love to take people that are visiting and totally unsuspecting and have no idea, like just, in the middle of February up there and watch them freak out. It's pretty funny. I haven't been up there in years either myself. It's just very scary and entertaining. Right?
Yes.
Okay, so you volunteered to read to us because I love story time. I love it when other people are reading. And you picked out a section out of your book. So you guys that are watching this, and there's a lot of people watching right now, and this is also going to be going up on a replay. It'll be posted all over the page and YouTube. But how often do you get the author of the book reading to you? I mean, this is such a privilege. I feel so blessed. I'm so excited. So.
And I'm so glad I found you because it's nice to have somebody excited.
Yeah. So what did you decide that you're going to read?
Okay, so this is from An Appetite for Murder, and Amber suggested something that shows Key West. So this is near the beginning of the book, but my character Haley has just finished her meal at Seven Fish, where unfortunately she ran into her ex who just dumped her with a new woman. And the job that she wants, this new woman is the boss. So this is what's just happened. So she's trying to write a review. Okay. And she lives on a houseboat. I told you that. Okay. And she has a cat named Evinrude. Okay. As I settled at the desk, the cat quit purring and his ears stiffened to alert. I got up and peered out of the porthole. No one there. Evinrude and I certainly hadn't planned to end up living on a houseboat in Key West, but my freshman year college roommate, Connie, took us in when Chad left me in his dust. Sometimes living on a boat turned out not to be as idyllic as we'd imagined. Every sound carried on the water, from the sloshing of the Garrison Bight to random voices to the traffic on the causeway, ferrying tourists to their alcohol-infused oblivion in the tackiest bars on Duval Street. Last night, my bed provided a front row seat to the Renharts squabbling on the next boat over. Money was tight, and he hated the way she squandered it, and she insisted if he'd try the tiniest bit harder, he might find a job that stood a chance of covering the bills. And so they spiraled off as he reminded her it was Key West and the economy sucked, and there were more people panting for every job opening than any place else on earth, because everyone wanted to live in paradise. And wasn't it a damn shame that this was what paradise came down to, a shrieking wife on a stinking tub? And then she cried because he'd gone too far, which drove him nuts. So the makeup sex ensued, the details of which no one outside the couple really wanted to hear. I had trouble looking them in the eye this morning when I went out for the paper. And besides, all that reminded a girl who'd been recently dumped of exactly what she was missing. Okay, then I'm going to skip a little part where she's writing her review. So as she writes, she's like me, the more I write, the hungrier I get. So she stops for a snack. I began to salivate as I pictured the attributes of the sautéed grouper roll and wrote all of them down. My stomach rumbling, I got up and went to the galley kitchen to rustle up a snack. I could already spot the downside of food writing. I'd spend my days hovering in a constant state of starvation while describing what I'd eaten the night before. Possibly even be forced to join a gym or take up jogging in order to combat my expanding waistline. I returned to my desk to try to capture 7 fish's main dishes in the 25 words I had left. How to deftly tackle my mixed feelings about ordering meatloaf or chicken, even with bananas and caramelized walnuts, and even if they were outstanding, in a restaurant featuring fish in the name. Evinrude startled again, caroming off the bed and onto my lap. And this time even I heard the hollow thud of footsteps coming down the dock. The clunking stopped, and the houseboat rocked on its mooring. Someone had stepped off the wooden planks and onto the boat. Even a landlubber like me knew that climbing aboard someone's craft without permission was considered extremely poor maritime etiquette. The intruder rapped sharply on the door. I rolled the cat off my lap and edged into the living room. Outside the flimsy, scratched plastic of the front door, located along the starboard side of the boat, a uniformed cop was poised to knock again. A tall man in a tweed blazer stood just behind him, my roommate's houseplants jutting up around him like a tropical jungle. I straightened my 7-fish t-shirt over my cut-off sweatpants and crossed the room to crack open the door. "Are you Miss Haley Catherine Snow?" the cop asked. I preferred Ms. to Miss, but this was not the time to make a correction, so I nodded. "I'm Officer Torrance, and this is Detective Bransford. We'd like you to come down to the station." "The police station?" I asked, my mouth dry and my knees wobbling. Police had this effect on me, though I've never committed a criminal action, except for that speeding 45 in a 25 school zone ticket 5 years ago. And didn't everyone have one of those? "For what reason?" I asked. The 2 men, Torrance, dark and heavy-set, and what was his name, Bransford, tall and broad-chested, exchanged glances. Bransford tipped his chin. Despite my rattled nerves, I noticed its pronounced and sexy cleft. "We have some questions about the death of Kristen Faulkner." That's it.
Awesome. I love this book. Now I think I'm going to have to just pick it up and keep reading, because that's pretty much where I made myself stop somewhere around there. But I got to pick it up again. I couldn't put it down. I'm the kind of person that's real ADD with books. I usually have 10 books going at the same time, 20 things, windows open on my computer. But this one was definitely caught my interest and kept my interest. So let's talk about food for a minute.
Okay.
Because that's my favorite subject. And, you know, some of the Finest fans were posting some comments, and Sandy wanted to know about, what did she say, Sandy? You said, any off-the-beaten-path places to go. Well, I mean, 7-Fish is definitely an off-the-beaten-path. We've given that one a pretty big plug here.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
So what are some of your other favorites? Let's talk about other favorite restaurants and some of our favorite dishes at these restaurants. So
Okay.
give me some of your top 5.
Okay, so Bad Boy Burrito.
Okay, what do you order at Bad Boy Burrito?
I order the chicken burrito. It's got black beans and rice in it, and then the spicy green salsa.
The verde sauce, right?
Yes.
That's what I get too, but I get usually the fish. Whatever fish they have is usually yellowtail, snapper, or hogfish. And I'll get all the way with the verde sauce, and then I add grilled green onions to it.
Sounds good.
Yeah, that's my go-to there. Okay, what's your next fave?
Okay, then Santiago's Bodega.
Oh, okay. What's your favorite? Well, there's so many things on that menu.
Many things, and they change a lot too, but they make a little spinach pie that I always have to get, and their Greek salad, and whatever fish special they have. We go there when we have people visiting. We can try a lot of different things.
I go there when it's half price for locals.
Well, when is that? I didn't know that was true.
Well, that's what you don't get here till October. The whole month of September.
It's all summer, yeah.
Yeah, it's half price for locals. I like the lamb chops, and I don't eat there very often, really. because I don't know what, it's crowded and kind of pricey for me, unless it's half price. But they do have good food, and I think they have a date, something with dates, maybe Angels on Horseback.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what else did I like there? I think, did they have a stuffed mushroom?
Yes, they do have stuffed mushrooms.
Yeah, I like that. Everybody loves Santiago's. I haven't jumped on the Santiago bodega train as much as some people have, but it is very good though. Very, very good. Okay, what's your next fave?
So another one we really like is 2 cents.
And I have never eaten at 2 cents either.
Oh, God. Well, first of all, you should go there for happy hour because they give you bacon instead of like nuts. They give you a little jar of bacon to have with your drink. But they have the best hamburger. It's got blue cheese and bacon jam on it.
Really?
So you can get small plates or bigger plates, but everything's good there.
Yeah, that burger is totally me. I love blue cheese on my burger, and I know that that's got to be either they make that bacon jam or that's the one from the pickle guys that are at the artisan markets that make the bacon jam. You can buy it in a jar. It must be that one, right?
Yes.
You seen that one? My favorite burger in town is the Wagyu burger at Blackfin, but it's $22. Here I am complaining that Santiago's is pricey, and I order a $22 burger. Once in a while.
I don't think I've even eaten at Blackfin.
Oh yeah, Blackfin's really good. I love Blackfin. They have I usually get the burger or like the grouper sandwich, but they do have some entrees that are really good. But the $22 Wagyu burger, they should just call it the $22 Wagyu burger. Yeah. That's what I call it. I think they call it the Wagyu burger. But it has like caramelized onions that are in like a port wine, and then they have a port wine aioli on it, and it has smoked Gouda fondue, like a melted fondue smoked Gouda on it, and then it's served with truffle fries.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah. Okay. So what's another? The Finest fans, my Finest fans love talking about food, so I know they're enjoying this conversation.
So if we're really in the mood for something fast, we'll go to B.O.'s Fish Wagon and I'll have their fried shrimp.
Oh yeah, that's good. I like the fried grouper, but fried shrimp is always good. That's my go-to. Okay, what else?
And I'm trying to think what else. Azur. I like their gnocchi with it. It's got like a short rib sauce.
Yeah, that's what I get too. It's really good.
Really good, yeah.
Like little soft pillows of soft pillowy dough or potato dough. The gnocchis are so good. Yeah, they have a espresso panna cotta dessert that is really different that I love, and they have lavender creme brulee. That's a good restaurant. It's off the beaten path, Sandy.
Yeah. So I need some more suggestions though. Where else would you go?
Oh, let's see. Do you like sushi at all or Japanese?
Not sushi.
Well, see now Ambrosia is Japanese and it's sushi, but everything I order there is cooked. It's not raw fish, so it's really good. The Playmate roll at Ambrosia, it's the barbecued eel, so it just tastes like teriyaki fish. That's delicious. And the spider roll, Beauty and the Beast, is a shrimp tempura with it has a little bit of tuna. But okay, so I do love Ambrosia. It's a really nice atmosphere too at dinner time. I love Southernmost Beach Cafe. Just because it's hard to find a place on the water, that's yet casual at the same time. And this is open air. It's not your stuffy fine dining place. It's a casual, nice dining. And they have a great tuna. They have some really good fish dishes there. They do breakfast and lunch, but it's real crowded at lunch there. But dinner.
Going to brunch, I like La Crêperie.
Oh, you like the Crêperie? I always go to Croissant de France, so kind of similar. They're very similar type places. I love Croissant de France.
And of course, if you want a sandwich, I would go to the Cole's Peace Bakery.
Yeah, they do have really good sandwiches.
Yeah, and then There's the Old Town Bakery. They make the most amazing sticky buns I've ever eaten.
Really? I've seen those. I haven't actually eaten one, but
Oh,
right across
gosh.
the street from there is Paseo,
Oh, I love Paseo.
right? I get the grilled chicken sandwich. It's pretty basic, but it's really good. It's not basic at all. It's jerk chicken, a big, thick, real chicken breast with big pieces of grilled onion. I think it has jalapenos on the really good French bread with some sort of spicy sauce. What do you get there?
I get a big salad that's got cabbage and beets and cilantro, and then put their jerk chicken on top of it. And then I let my husband get the big Caribbean bowl with the pulled pork and all that stuff, and I eat some of his.
Yeah, that's good. That's
Yeah.
a good restaurant. I'm trying to think what other favorites. I mean, there's not really anything else on Duval Street that I love. Um, Have you been to brunch at Key West Harbor Yacht Club?
No.
You know, they do a brunch, a Sunday brunch from 11 to 2. It's only like $20. You get free Bloody Marys. You make your own. They have a Bloody Mary bar. And on their buffet, they have smoked salmon, sliced brisket, eggs Benedict, blackened yellowtail, sausage, bacon, pancakes, and an omelet station. So for $20, that's a really good deal.
That's pretty good, yeah.
And they've got ocean view, and the weather's so great last night. I mean, right now you can sit out on the balcony.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, that's a good one. It's hidden. I mean, that's way off the beaten path, but that's a nice little spot. Definitely. So, you know, one other thing I want to ask you before we wrap up, because we're getting down to, well, we've been going for 32 minutes.
Yeah.
I can talk about food all night.
I know, you're good at it, too.
I have to go out sometime. Here's how you met me, though, is you saw my blog post, because I went to Firefly.
That's what it was, yes.
Yeah. And I took some pictures and did a blog post, and I did so good, didn't I, on my little food review.
Great. I got all excited about it, yeah.
And then I never did another one. I need to get it together and do some more food blogs because those are fun. But you saw that I had posted about Firefly, which they never responded to me. I'm very disappointed in you, Firefly, if you're watching. Not very good PR. I sent them my blog post and everything. I don't like it when people.
Oh, that's not good. No, that's not good.
No, it's not good. And that's their second strikeout. But I'll just shut up. But their food is good.
Yeah.
You saw my post, and you said then the next book or something is based in Firefly.
Yeah, she's doing a review of lunch places, and that's one of the spots. Oh, yeah. Which reminds me, the cafe is another one of my favorites.
I do love the cafe. That is really good. I like their grilled monster veggie sandwich with goat cheese. I add goat cheese to it. What do you get there? Probably salad because you're so healthy.
No, they always have a good pizza.
Oh, they do it.
And they have a noodle bowl, a spicy noodle bowl with veggies and tofu that you're breathing fire after
really?
you.
Is it that big udon bowl?
Yeah, yeah, it's great.
Oh,
and I like the noodle shop across the street too, the Kojin noodle shop.
Exactly, that's what I was gonna say. I like the soft shell crab. I like everything weird, so the weirder it is, the more I'm likely to like it. But I get the number 5 with soft shell crab and udon. Which one?
I either get the salad or the noodles with curried noodles with shrimp.
Oh yeah, the shrimp curry. That's really the red curry. I like
always an order of dumplings.
Oh, nice.
All the dumplings are out of this world.
I like the asparagus. They have the asparagus with the miso on it and a little soft fried egg. Not a fried egg. It's like they hard boil it. They boil an egg like they're gonna hard boil it, but they stop like when it's still soft, and then they peel it so it's still whole, but it's soft and runny on the. You see pictures of that like in Oprah, and it's on top of their asparagus with this miso. It's so good. I'm getting hungry. Oh my God. Okay, so I want to know. Do you know any other authors in Key West? Do you hang out with other authors?
Yeah, because there are so many authors. What's been neat is at the restaurant store artisan market. Have you been to that?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
every other Sunday during season, right?
During the season, it's once or twice a month, and
Oh,
it's really neat because they have an author's table and they invite different authors to come and sell their books. So I've met a ton of people that way.
oh, that's all. I don't usually get past the mozzarella Mike and the bacon jam table.
Yeah, it's usually right by the door, right into the going into the store.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I'll have to take a look. I'll definitely have to see.
Yeah.
I'll go next time. That's cool. Do you know David Sloan? He's an author. He's a good friend.
Yes, yes. He sat there one Sunday morning with me. He's funny.
Yeah, he's very funny. I love him. I've been on his ghost hunt. Have you been on his ghost hunt?
No, I need to do that.
I'll ask him. Take you out. He's a hoot. He's so funny. Hi, David. I have to go to his house tomorrow. So, well, this has been awesome, and I've really enjoyed it. I should do this more often. And
You should.
maybe you'll start something here. But I don't know if I can talk with just any author. I need to talk about food.
Yeah.
That's my forte.
Oh, so you should tell them that this book is on sale until tomorrow. If they read ebooks, it's $1. It's $1.99.
Did they extend that? Because I thought it was only till today.
Tomorrow they start moving it back up to what it was.
Okay, yeah. They know that because I posted it yesterday. Some of them got it, and
Oh, great.
a lot of my fans actually went out and bought your book, and they're very supportive with everything we do on here. But just so you guys know, Roberta's talking about if you go to Amazon, you just
or Barnes and Noble. If they have a Nook, it's there too.
okay, so you just type in Appetite for Murder, right?
Right.
And the ebook will come up. It's on sale for $1.99. I mean, my God. And that's a perfect thing to read on the plane on your way to Key West.
That's right.
Right? As the ultimate book you could be reading for that. But if you're up in Michigan freezing your butt off right now,
Oh my gosh.
you definitely want to be reading some of these books because they'll just entertain you. You'll feel like you're here in Key West. I mean, I'm reading it. I feel like I'm here in Key West.
You are here in Key West, though.
Oh, right. Well, thank you so much for coming. Is there anything else you wanted to tell our viewers tonight?
No, except thank you for having me. And I'll see you on Facebook.
Yeah, stay on our page, Roberta. It's a fun page, and we're happy to have you there.
Okay, and we'll go out to dinner.
Yes, let's go out to dinner. We'll talk about it after we end this broadcast here. We'll have to pick it.
Okay.
Or we can also do, maybe the finest fans could pick a place for us to go eat dinner.
Okay, that sounds good.
All right, guys.
You let me know.
Yeah, I'm going to post that. You guys comment below with a place for Roberta and I go have dinner, and maybe we'll set a scene for another novel, another book, and mention Key West Finest in it somehow. Maybe I can be the murderer.
I don't want to have you be the murderer, but I'll definitely put you in.
Okay.
You're just the kind of friend Haley needs.
Yeah, I don't want to be the murderer either.
No. It ends your career.
Yeah, there we go. Thank you. That would be cool. All right, guys. Well, we love you, Finest fans. We're grateful to Roberta Isleib for being here tonight. And please show your support for her by getting her books and passing them on to people that you know that love Key West. So from Key West, Florida, I want to say bye for now. Love you guys.
Bye.
Say bye, Roberta.
Bye-bye.